Hello everyone and welcome to the May meeting wrap-up, and I'm fresh out of the council chambers and I'm joined here with me today by our CEO, Bernie O'Sullivan. Welcome, Bernie.
Great to be here, Mayor Bonanno, thank you. And it was another big council meeting, and fair to say the Emergency Services and Volunteer Fund levy, the new state government levy, was a big item of discussion and lots of passion around the table. Can you talk to us about that, Don?
There was a lot of emotion and passion from our councillors this evening, and from a council perspective, we don't usually do this type of advocacy around these types of levies or taxes, but that you could feel the emotion in the room, Bernie, and certainly for people in the gallery or people watching at home. I mean, I know it's a bit hard to get that sense, but a lot of passion. It's really tough on our farmers, on our community.
And I know even with our family farm, with hard feeding out stock and water supplies drying up, hard to buy feed in, it's a really challenging time.
That's right, and farmers are having to make those difficult choices, right, about what to do with stock. So it is really tough. But I'm as pleased as I can be that we've passed the motion. We will be writing letters. We'll be hopefully joining other council around the area as well to oppose this tax as much as we can from a local government perspective.
And the challenge for councils is that we're the collection agency through the rates notice, which is, you know, another challenge on the perception of the levy and the challenge on council resources to do that, let alone the significant impact it'll have on our community.
That's right, and the impact to community. Anyone feeling like they need to speak to someone, please reach out to family, friends, but if you have to, please just reach out to Lifeline Australia, even 13 11 14. Call someone, please, if you're really struggling.
Yeah, thank you, Dom. That's a really good call, because the current pressures, whether it's through the levy, the dry conditions, cost of living, all of the above, is putting a lot of people under pressure. So look out for those that need a hand, need a conversation, and effectively look out for your friends and mates and family members.
That's right. Thank you.
And another big item tonight, Mayor Bonanno, was a retirement village Benetas, so a permit application and planning scheme amendment in the Gisborne Township, in the place that you live. Tell us about that.
Yeah, just over the road here, actually. Yeah, where the Gisborne Oaks facility is at the moment. So a little bit of debate there as well around what approach do we take around that. So tonight we resolved to take it to an independent planning panel to consider some of those submissions that were we couldn't resolve, basically.
Yeah.
So getting some expert advice to help us or inform us better to make a decision later in the future.
In line with the sort of fairly standard planning process, isn't it? That when you can't resolve submissions with a planning scheme amendment, an independent panel then looks at it afresh. You know, councillors discuss the merits of that and the fact that that advice from the panel will come back to council, won't it?
It will, and we do also have that option, I guess, of seeking that other legal advice as required if we need to.
Post the panel.
Post the panel. So
being received.
That was well received by councillors as well.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
To change tack now to the visitor economy, and as some residents might know at the moment, that Macedon Ranges Shire Council is part of the Dalesford Macedon tourism arrangement with Hepburn Shire.
Otherwise known as DMT.
DMT. And there's been a change there to establish a new visitor economy partnership with a few more councils as part of that. Do you want to mention that, Don?
Yes. So a really big thank you to the team at DMT, Steve Rowe as well, and the rest of the team around there. Have done an amazing job for our region and our shire in attracting people, in all the material that they generate for us. So that's been really great. And this is just the next evolution of that, DMT into, I think it's Destination Central Victoria, DCV.
And it's a new state government structure for visitor economy and tourism bodies.
That's right. They're transitioning to that. I think it's the 1st of July that they transition. So they're still doing some work around the Constitution and things like that. Yeah. And I believe the CEO might be even a board member on the new VEP.
Well, we'll wait and see as it gets finalised. But onward and upward for all things tourism and visitor economy in the Macedon Ranges, and supporting those businesses that make this a really special place to live and work.
That's right. And I think the last item that we really wanted to touch on was some of the small grants to community groups. And a lot of them, well, there's 4 of them this evening, so you can check them out. But congratulations to all of our grant recipients. We know how really highly valued they are. One in particular, one I did want to mention, was the Upper Deep Creek Land Care Group, who have got a bush dance, I think it is, a land care bush dance. So
Although you want to change it from a bush dance
I recommend,
with these dry conditions, what do you suggest?
Yeah, I recommend they call it the land care rain dance. So
wow,
I think it's much
you
more
heard it here
required
first.
right now. So there you go, Upper Deep Creek Land Care Group. If you're listening out there, we need the Upper Deep Creek rain dance.
And talking of rain, one further final item was some flood study work that had been done for our small communities like the Tilden and Malmesbury and Kyneton and some other locations, and making sure that the really good partnership work and studies prepared by the North Central Catchment Management Authority, that they can actually get through the state government process and into our planning scheme to keep residents safe and have maps updated. So that was a really important piece of work tonight, to send that to a standing advisory committee to really keep furthering that.
Yes, it helps as a planning authority. We need to ensure that we've got our maps updated, and you know, if there's any rezoning that needs to occur at a later stage. So that's all important. It's about keeping people safe, like you said. So thank you. And thank you very much, Bertie, for joining me this evening. It's been a bit of a long day and evening, so thank you. And
pleasure.
And thank you also for joining us and watching and making it all this way to the end. So appreciate it, and see you next month.
Thanks very much.